Yo, what's up?
Howdy.
I'm
Ooh,
Connor.
I don't like that I said that. Hi, I'm Jacob.
How do you do today? How y'all doing? This is Counting Cryptids, episode 3, season 2,
episode 3.
Like we do before every episode, when we sit down to record, we post a poll to Instagram. Just a real quick, we'll check in at the end of the episode, see what people say. This week's question was, if you could, would you transform into an animal? Would you, Jacob?
Provided I'd be able to like change back, ideally at will. Yes.
I don't know the premise behind Animorphs. I don't remember. I read the books as a kid.
It's been a hot minute. I feel like it was probably like fighting crime, to be honest. But
could they go back and forth?
With aliens,
or is it just like, oh shit, I'm turning into a snake right now? They had to go
back like before midnight or something. I don't really fucking remember. Or you'd get like stuck as one. The one dude got stuck as a falcon. I'm almost certain.
I mean, you predicted that guy's. You said that guy's name. You remembered that.
Spoilers. Sorry. I think that's in like the first fucking book. So, hey, I'm trying to get some more information on Animorphs.
You're not really into Animorphs if you know.
Okay, so they can transform into any animal they touch.
Oh, interesting.
So they use their ability to battle secret alien infiltration of Earth by a parasitic race of aliens resembling large slugs called yerks.
Interesting. I don't remember that being the premise at all. I thought it was just like kids, like normal kids going throughout their day and like turn into a snake for some reason.
I mean, I'm sure they had to balance like angsty teen things as well, you know?
Right. I feel like that's what most of the book was.
I'm sure
one chapter on fucking fighting alien blobs named Yarp or something.
Tobias becomes trapped in a red-tailed hawk morph in the first book.
Fucking cliffhanger.
During the series, he regains the power to morph. But spoilers, his natural form is now as a hawk.
So he's like, interesting. I could get real weird real quick.
I read a lot of those. I do not fucking remember them at all.
Might be the reason we are the way we are today, Jacob.
Yeah, that's fair. What about you?
I think it'd be fun.
I mean, obviously, like to transform into any animal, but like if you had to pick one, what would it be?
You just like touch a cat and you just turn into a cat?
No, I mean, like obviously that would be cool as fuck. But like if you could only transform into one animal, like that was your superpower. What animal would you choose to transform into?
Leave this in the comments on the Instagram.
They're not going to be able to hear this because the poll will be closed by the time we're done with this.
Yeah, but the post will still be on the Instagram. So go back, find that post.
Oh, you can still comment on the post.
Page,
yeah, do
comment
that.
on that. Let us know what your animal would be. I think it's really hard. I think bear.
For what purpose?
They're terrifying.
What do you need to be terrifying for?
I don't know. I couldn't really think of an animal. We were talking about bears earlier.
Okay.
But I'm trying to think of something that, like, if I got stuck as that animal, what would have the longest lifespan afterwards? Like, that's not getting hunted or anything? Is it weird that my mind went there?
Lobster is what you mean?
No, but
lobster.
You could get cooked as a lobster.
I mean, you could get shot as or
I'm thinking making a giant squid.
Giant squid?
Yeah.
All right, man.
I feel like you don't have many natural predators. Like, you have one.
What is your why?
Just so I don't die, dude.
Just from a longevity standpoint, you just want to transform into something so you can live.
Like, I want to be around for a minute or two
underwater to experience nothing.
I mean, it'd be cool. Like, there's underwater stuff. I don't know, but mostly so I'm not dying or getting hunted. Like, what if you said a deer and you're stuck in a deer and you're running through the forest and you get shot by a hunter? That happens. People transform into deers and get shot all the time.
Could you please name one instance of that happening?
Lewis Bitney.
Who?
Some disc golf guy.
Oh, goddamn. Okay.
Try to figure out a name that you would believe, but also not know who it was.
I think I would. I would want to transform into a bird.
See, my thought would be it'd be cool to fly around.
It'd be very convenient to be able to just like
take off, and
go fly to work,
miles.
And then just like turn back into myself and go about my fucking day.
Well, you really thought this through way better than I did.
Well, but the only thing I'm thinking now is just like the whole like transforming into a cloaca thing. Like I don't really know about that situation, and I don't think I want to deal with that.
I don't think you have to go through it like the life cycle.
No, I mean birds have
Like,
a cloaca.
just having
like,
a-
yeah, you would just like because I would have to transform into a bird. So
This is what it's like to have a cloaca.
Yeah, I don't know
Just
if I
to
want
have
to know
that knowledge?
Like, yeah, maybe reading into it a little bit too much, but I don't think that would be.
No, that's a good point. I didn't
I don't
thought about
know.
that. Birds are out. Maybe a
Maybe
platypus or a thylacine. Can I be a thylacine?
I mean, that would be cool.
Like to have that little nut pouch.
Your butt pouch.
Yeah. Stuff your junk in there. It's like underwear for.
Fuck, I don't know, man. I don't know anymore. I feel like all of it would be painful.
Yeah, nothing's good.
I don't know. I'm just gonna stick with bird. I guess I don't really know.
Let me know how the cloaca feels.
Man, the convenience of not having to. It's definitely better than going through the airport security.
Yeah.
I can guarantee that having a cloaca would be better than going through airport security.
That's going on a shirt.
All right, moving on.
What is this? What are we drinking, real quick, before we get into what this episode is about?
You have a British Buck, and my drink was a Negroni Fizz. It is now gone. I need to make a new one.
Can't say that on radio.
I only bought the bottle of gin because it had a jackalope on the bottle.
It's pretty good.
I posted a picture of it in the Discord. Speaking of the Discord,
Yes, this episode was brought to us by Levi on Discord.
like a couple days ago.
Metal horns that you can't see. Fuck yeah, Levi.
Oh, was that what I reacted with on Discord? Metal horns.
I don't remember, but
I think that sounds
probably-
like something I would do. So if you're not following us on Discord,
I mean,
head over to countingcryptids.com and click that Discord link.
I have it pulled up on my phone while I'm recording. And usually before we record, we post something. So be in that Discord while we're recording. Say something stupid. Might get read on air. What is this week's episode?
This week we're talking about the Wampus Beast or Wampus Cat.
Yes.
There's a couple other names, I guess, region specific. I don't know if we want to talk about those now, I guess. But,
Yeah, go over
so
to
I
a
have
couple of different names.
in here. I had in Missouri. It's referred to as a Gallywampus. Gallywampus. Arkansas was a whistling wampus. I'm saying wampus
Wampus?
weird. I don't know why.
Think cattywampus.
Southeast Tennessee. I heard it called a cattywampus. Like that would be where that terminology came from. I don't know. I also saw a Wampus Kitty.
I saw Wampus Kitty in one story as well. Like, this is where the Wampus Kitty are. Something about forest nymphs or something.
Oh fuck, where'd that go?
Oh, real quick.
Yeah.
On Twitter, we are 2 followers away from 420.
Ayo.
So there's only room for 2, so you better get in there quick. That's max.
We just close off the Twitter. No more followers
no
allowed.
More followers. You gotta wait till somebody leaves, and then it's an ordeal.
Just cycle people out and just FIFO
Yeah.
them. After 1 year, you get
Just drop.
fucking yeah. Man, where did I have this other thing? Okay, so I had this. I mentioned cattywampus real quick. I'm going to get this out of the way. So from astonishinglegends.com, I found this quote. Interestingly enough, the Wampus Cat is where the term cattywampus allegedly comes from. Catamountain was a common way to describe a mountain cat. Cattywampus was a way to describe an atypical or strange cat that those in the mountains believed they were seeing.
Cattywampus. I don't know what it means other than that.
Well, it is also like a mascot for about 150 schools. So if you go to one of those schools and you're listening to this, stop. Like
Turn it
now.
off. Turn it off right now. You are 1, not old enough. 2, we're going to talk a lot of shit about your school.
Definitely not mentioning any schools whatsoever. That is it.
They're all trash.
Schools are all trash. Okay.
Yeah.
I saw some kid just like posted like about like in like it was just a cattywampus like forum or something. It was a cryptid thing. They were talking about the cattywampus, and in the comments he just like, "Oh, my school's mascot is a cattywampus. Our football team's pretty good. So is the softball team and baseball. Basketball is maybe so-so." I think is exactly what it said.
I never seen one.
Yeah, I don't think that was referenced at all. I think it just like scrolled to the bottom and commented. I don't know if the person even read it.
Just wanted to point that out
way,
there.
Yeah, what is a cattywampus, Connor?
It's been described as like similar to a bear in size, but moves like a cat, feline movements and figure. Sometimes it's on 2 legs. I think of it more as on 4, like just pretty much a giant jaguar or panther, like just big black cat, glowing yellow eyes. That's how I picture it. But people have like said that's like 6.5 feet tall and has short brown hair, and it moved carefully and gracefully like a cat, but stood upright like a bear. Real quick, the Animal Planet had a 2-hour special called "I Was Bitten: The Walker County Incident." Came out in 2014. It mentions the Wampus Cat, as the possible attacker of patient 0, Daniel, and he said it looked like a bear and a gorilla had a baby.
Jesus.
Yeah.
A gorilla?
A gorilla.
I think we talked about that in like Michigan Dogman. I think that was the conclusion we
barilla.
came to on that as well.
I saw that's a
terrifying.
Chowder reference. Am I wrong on that?
Oh, I am unaware of that.
I tried to look it up, but couldn't find it. Bearilla and Chowder together, not even a thing on Google.
Everything in Chowder is like
cover
food, so I don't really know. Thanks.
Where might you find one of these? Did we go through that?
No, go ahead, hit it.
All right. So North Carolina, there's some sightings. Tennessee, Virginia, West, and the original. Pretty much that Appalachian Mountains area in the United States. For all you out-of-towners.
So I guess my description of it that I had found was more of a half-human, half-cougar sort of situation.
Okay, yeah.
Glowing eyes, bipedal. It's kind of like the face of a cat, like the ears and snout. I guess
Sounds like Egyptian, you know?
Okay, interesting. Like a Anubis sort of thing.
Yeah.
I think that's a
Cat
dog,
face,
but yeah.
But...
is known to stalk campfires, noted that it preferred campfires with only men. Sometimes steals food, other times attacks the people at the campfire. I also saw in like 2 places that it kidnaps children, but I think that's more of a like in the area, like it's the boogeyman sort of thing. So like if you stay up too late or whatever, the Wampus Kitty's gonna get you.
I saw that it could like eat kids' dreams.
Oh, what the fuck? I didn't see that anywhere.
Yeah. Some demon spirit that eats their fucking dreams. Well, we'll talk about that story.
Okay. Well, I guess the origin stories that I have on this is, I mean, I believe a lot of times it was noted like Cherokee.
Yeah, a lot of them were Cherokee.
So there's a couple of variations. So one of the main ones, it seems, there may have been a Native American woman following her husband and the other men out hunting, because apparently she wasn't supposed to go hunting with them. She disguised herself as a cougar or a cat of some kind and was soon discovered by the group, and a shaman put some sort of curse on her, turning her into the animal skin that she was wearing, so like a werecat, and then she was just stuck that way, I guess. But if people are going out hunting and you follow them, why would you wear an animal skin as a disguise? It seems like a good way to get shot, dressing up as a quail.
Yeah.
That was a Dick Cheney joke that no one will get.
Yeah, I had that story as well. I think she got like, I think the reason she wanted to follow her husband because she was like didn't know where he was at and sleeping behind her back type thing.
Variations on that too, just like of like either that or just like being upset that she wasn't allowed to like go with them for whatever reason on the expedition. There was another
some, like sacred text or something. Didn't want her to know.
There was another origin story that told of a small Appalachian village whose livestock were going missing. Some of the townspeople believed that a certain woman was a witch and responsible for the missing animals. So they allegedly followed her and saw her transform into a cat.
Interesting.
When she came back to transform into a person again, they interrupted her and she got stuck halfway through the transformation process.
Oh. It's like, I don't know, pretty similar to this story.
Okay.
This one's from AppalachianHistory.net.
All right.
And again, it comes from a Cherokee village. It's now in North Carolina where the village was, I guess. So that area. Apparently EWA, EW comma apostrophe AH, EW apostrophe AH, EWA is what I'm going with.
All right.
The demon spirit of madness was terrorizing the village and must be stopped. The war chiefs and shamans held a meeting, I guess, to get the smartest people to figure out what to do. And they decided that it was like in their best interest to send like one independent, strong, like their strongest soldier, warrior, whatever, and to fight this thing, and apparently this Ewok could like, if you looked at it, you went mad. If you saw it, you went mad. And so they've picked this anyway. They pick this guy. He comes back. He's gone mad. He's like scratching his eyes out. Turns out his wife like sees this, and in their culture, he's practically dead because he's pretty much going to be worthless from whatever he's dealing with. And so she like wants to get revenge. And she goes out there, and on her way out, like the shaman gives her this mountain lion mask to put on that supposedly harnesses the like spirits in the area, the cougar mountain lion spirits, and so she could go into battle them. So she follows the footprints out to where her husband came from to find the beast, and like sneaks up on it and like jumps on and scares it, and it sees the mask and like goes mad itself because it like reflected its dark powers off the mask because of spirits. Because of spirits.
Okay.
And then like she just came back. And that was cool. Like, oh yeah, good job. You killed the Ewok.
Okay.
Good job. And apparently that's how apparently this woman like inhibits the Wampus Cat now and protects over the tribe's land and protects them.
Interesting.
It's just very weird. I don't know. They've already assumed that there's like, we know the knowledge of a Wampus Cat. It just throws it out there at the end. It just takes over this Wampus Cat.
Because I had seen some suggestions that had alleged sightings may have been of the Beast of Bladenborough.
Okay.
Which refers to a creature responsible for a string of deaths amongst Bladenborough, North Carolina animals in the winter of 1953 to 1954. According to witnesses and trackers, it was likely a wild cat, but the uncertain nature of its identity lends itself to speculation. According to reports, the entity was known to most commonly crush or decapitate its victims, which were mostly dogs.
Interesting. It's like this cat-dog warfare. It was a movie.
I think there was a movie, like Cats vs. Dogs or something.
Yeah. Pretty sure it was. Do you have any more stories?
I do have a story, yes.
Do your story.
So this one comes from AmericanFolklore.net.
I did that one.
It's not the same, though.
Okay. Oh, this is Appalachian history. Okay. You're on American Folklore.
Yes.
Got it.
AmericanFolklore.net.
Pardon my interruption.
So a man was hunting one night with his dogs when they both whimpered and ran off the path. At that moment, the woods were overpowered with a horrible smell, like that of a wet animal that had fallen into a bog after it messed with a skunk. Then something howled on the path behind him, and the man whipped around, dropping his rifle. His heart pounding with fear, the man found himself staring into the big, glowing yellow eyes of the Wampus Cat. The creature had huge fangs dripping with saliva. It looked like a kind of mountain lion, but was upright like a man. Then it howled, and the man's skin nearly turned inside out in horror.
His skin turned inside out in horror?
Nearly.
Damn.
Nearly, Connor.
That makes my skin hurt.
With a scream of terror, the man leapt backwards and ran as fast as he could through the woods, the Wampus Cat on his heels. He fled to the home of his friend who lived nearby and burst through the front door, only a breath ahead of the creature. His friend slammed the door in the face of the Wampus Cat. Instantly, it started shuddering under the weight of the attacking monster. The man's friend grabbed his Bible and started reading aloud from the Psalms. Upon hearing heavenly words, the Wampus Cat howled in frustration, and then slowly abandoned its attack and went back into the woods. The man spent the rest of the night at his friend's place. When he went home at daybreak, he found his dogs huddled in the barn, shaken but still alive. The man never hunted after dark again.
That's a good story.
It seems like it's definitely a story, but it is a decent story, yes.
A lot of these seems like
it doesn't, again, like nothing like there's, I'm going to throw this out there pretty early in the episode, I guess, but there's not any pictures of any of these sightings. So it kind of does seem like it's more used like a boogeyman sort of thing.
I did see that in that documentary that I was talking about, the Animal Planet one, that they caught the lights of the eyes on camera.
Okay.
Didn't see a photo of that.
No photo exists of that? Okay.
I didn't watch it because I didn't have time for that, but
fair enough.
If somebody want to screenshot that or send me a picture.
You want to talk about this next guy who
Yeah, are you ready to move on to our next segment of the episode? Everybody's favorite trashing network television.
I'm going to get sued for this someday.
God.
We need a soundbite for this shit too. How about you? You just tell the story, and then I'll.
Okay, you may or may not be aware of who Willie McQuillian from Mountain Monsters on Destination America. Apparently, he had a Wampus Cat sighting at like the ripe age of 9.
Okay.
So apparently his parents asked him to go out and retrieve something from the shed out back. Guess it was late and dark. Between the house and the shed, he came face to face with a jet black panther-like creature with glowing yellow eyes. The creature had a high-pitched hiss, which caused young Willie to retreat indoors. Later, years later, on the same barn, same situation, he apparently sees another one like in the exact same way. It's
Just,
really
like,
all the
stumbles
details
upon it
on
in
that.
his backyard.
I saw it again in the exact same way. Totally.
Just like ran into it when I was least expecting it.
Oh, hey, I remember you.
Okay.
Apparently he lost a lot of pigs in this.
Okay, you want to get started on the pigs
Let's
real
get
quick?
started on the pigs, Jacob.
So in the television show that we were just referring to, I lost the name of it. I think I have it up here.
Destination America.
No, that is the name of the network.
Mountain Monsters,
is the name of the program. All right, so these guys are out looking for the Wampus Cat. They're just trotting through the woods with a gun. And one of them, they're walking, I don't know, kind of behind his property, I guess, and he yells, "That's my house," and just runs off into the trees. And so they just continue up and go back up there, and somebody followed him up, and he said, just like, apparently something had allegedly been there, but you don't really see anything. And he's like, apparently it had taken and killed 3 piglets from his pigs, and they went over, and there was like a pile of guts on a rock conveniently, and then there was a dead pig, which I will be posting a picture of this dead pig in the description. I showed you a picture of this dead pig, Connor.
It's totally bullshit.
I do not believe that. I believe they killed that pig. Let me rephrase this.
Yes. No blood around the incisions.
There's none of that.
Real
it's
clean.
Very, very convenient. It looks like the Monster Energy logo was just like, yeah, straight up. Like it's too. I noted that there was definitely no blood around it, so it looks like those cuts were made post-mortem. It wasn't eaten at all. Like,
it was on an infrared camera, was it not?
No. So that was not. They were doing video with infrared, but they did not show any infrared footage of the pig, which to me would signify that the pig would not have been warm, or the guts wouldn't have been warm, because the pig had been dead for
a while,
the whole time.
Yeah.
There's no Pepe Sylvia, Connor. I'm telling you, they staged the pig. I think the pig is staged. I think all of it was fake. If it was, why, man?
Why kill the pigs?
I mean, he's gonna do it anyway.
Why?
I don't know. Maybe the pig was already fucking dead. I don't know the instant. I have no idea how many pigs he had to begin with. So if he tells me that he has 3 fewer pigs when he comes back in the middle of the night, like, I guess I have to believe him. But
found 3 dead ones.
Maybe he wasn't responsible, but somebody at Destination America was. I don't know. Somebody's. I think somebody was.
He thinks it's
maybe
totally
can't say that
real,
about Destination America,
like,
but I think somebody was putting that one on. Maybe they just went and bought a dead pig from the thing. They're like, this doesn't look like I wanted it to look like.
It's like on,
and then they just like cut it a couple of times. They're like, this looks really good, but there's no blood. What do we do here?
Looks like it's about to be baked on a beach at Hawaii. It's like,
yeah,
got an apple in its mouth.
I don't know. It seemed like bullshit to me. If I'm going to be real.
I'm neither here nor there on the subject.
I can post a link to, there was like a 2-minute clip of the video. I'll post a link to. It has that in there. I'll post a picture that I screenshot from that video. And I'm going to post this one as well. That's a minute and 6 seconds of it just saying Wampus Cat from, I think, that single episode. And it's fucking hilarious.
It's so good.
They say Wampus Beast like 1,000 times, not Wampus Cat. They say Wampus Beast like an infinite number of times.
It's pretty funny.
Oh, so I wanted to include this part too. So they have, I think it's like supposed to be a Wampus Beast call in this clip as well. I'll send
Makes
you.
Sense.
It's like, it's in the last 10 seconds of the video. There's like a 3-second clip of this dude doing this.
Wailing.
Maybe he doesn't say roll out, but it sounds like he says Wampus Beast roll out.
Wampus Beast, look out!
Look out.
Oh, damn
Wampus
it.
Beast, look out.
I thought he said roll out. That makes more sense. Okay. So I take issue with that. I do not believe that to be real. I think it was staged, fake. I don't believe it. Maybe
Why?
I'm just again.
Why would he fake that? That's my like every time somebody like has a fake thing, obviously fake, and like says it's real.
Did you see anybody anywhere else that you found a name tied to a sighting?
I didn't found any sightings. It's all stories passed down.
Him. He is the
He's
only
the only
name.
one. I don't know.
He's seen it twice, and it's just torturing him and killing his pigs all the time.
What about this guy that I mentioned like at the beginning of the episode?
Okay. Also, real quick,
David.
if he didn't kill the wampus or the pigs, if he didn't, who's to say it couldn't have been like any other animal, like a coyote or just like a dog or
I mean, they're
like a
pretty big
bobcat or something like in the
marks.
mountains. If it's a piglet, I don't know how big it was.
Right. That's what I was going to say next.
I don't have scale.
It doesn't give you a scale. It's very close up, I think. If I can
he said that
correctly.
they were like 60 pounds. There's no way that thing was 60 pounds.
That was a tiny.
No, that was fucking tiny.
We're from Iowa. We would know what a pig looks
Yeah,
like.
I've seen a pig or two.
My granddad owned a pig.
We don't talk with that accent.
Oh.
I don't know where that's coming from.
That's what I think people think that Iowa sounds like.
Like almost southern.
Yeah.
I
He'll
say
just
every once in
hickey.
a while I'll have like a little weirdness on some words. I'm like, why do I say that? Is that an Iowa thing, or is
Little
that just
Iowa
because I'm like
twang.
a little bit too fucked up?
Send us a message. Let us know how our accents are compared to yours.
I think part of this is like there's a little bit of confusion maybe where people are just calling like what maybe a panther or something a Wampus cat just because they're like, oh yeah, it's a wonky cat, like that catty Wampus sort of thing. It's just
It's
like,
a
yeah, it's a
cougar.
weird cat. That's just like the name for it, and not the dude did say something about a spell, so I think they kind of knew about that shit too, but I don't really know.
It's just like one of those regional area just stories to me. Like, who knows why it got started? You know, it's probably just a story to scare somebody, maybe children into, you know, not leaving the fucking village or some shit. And then it just, you know, just gets passed down and tweaked and continues through the generations, and it just becomes what it is today.
Yeah, there's no photos, not really any sightings,
Lots of drawings.
lots of drawings. Did I talk about it being an excuse to go drinking? Did I mention that yet? So I'd seen it being used as an excuse to go drinking, I guess, particularly when a good batch of moonshine had been made. Somebody would fire a single shot from a gun, informing the other men of this. So they would
There's a Wampus
the rest
Cat.
the rest of them would go tell their wives that the Wampus Cat had been spotted. They needed to go help kill it before it hurt somebody else or damage anything, so they could go and drink. So we should maybe take a moment to do that with our not empty glasses.
We're licking rims over here.
Oh, gross. All right, so yeah, I mean, I guess I didn't really should have maybe done some more research into like large cat sightings on the East Coast.
Yeah, there is pretty large cats in mountainous areas, and even
I'm sure
in
there
Iowa.
is.
Did we
They're
talk?
not extinct, so like the animal is native to the United States. The eastern cougar was officially declared extinct in 2011. Oh, cougars are actually returning to the East Coast, so there are cougars in the area as well. I don't think there's a ton though. There's been like cougar confirmations per county, 1990 to 2015. There's like 6 counties in Iowa that have 1. East Coast has like 6.
Much more common
I'm
than here.
confused. I don't know. Probably should have looked into that a little bit more. But I mean, I assume there is some cats in the area anyway. Maybe even just like bobcats, not necessarily a ton of cougars.
Yeah,
But I'm sure there is something native to the area. I should.
pretty large cat. Could it have been a wolf? Mistaken wolf? That looks like a weird cat. That's because it's a wolf, sir.
Mountain lions, yeah, cougars. They exist in the Appalachian Mountains.
Yeah. So
Oh, apparently no. Maybe a little bit. I don't really know. It seems like they're maybe kind of extinct, but not.
cougars?
There.
I don't think that's called extinct.
Well, literally, this one says, "Are extinct big cats prowling the Appalachians?" So I don't know what you want from me.
They just moved on.
All right, I'm closing this, and we're not getting started on this. Otherwise, there's going to be a whole nother fucking episode on just like native panthers or I don't even know if panther's the right word, but I don't know. What are you thinking?
Did I bring up this Harry Potter shit?
We didn't talk about Harry Potter at all.
I should bring this up, or we're gonna get reamed for it in the comments. Ream us all you want.
Bring it up.
So according to some Pottermore website on the Wampus Cat, quote says right on the top, a fast and powerful cat native to Appalachia. It is one of the 4 house symbols of the Ilvermorny School of Witchcraft and Wizardry, which is a pretty much Harry Potter. What's a castle?
It's a wizarding school.
Yes, in the Americas.
What are the other houses? Did you find that information?
I didn't.
All right. So there's the Thunderbird, the Puckwudgie, the Wampus Cat, and the Horned Serpent.
Horned Serpent.
I actually knew those.
I had no idea. Is Harry Potter in that movie?
I don't know if there's a movie.
There's a movie.
What are you talking about, like Fantastic Beasts? Is that?
I think so, yeah. Yeah, Fantastic Beasts.
I don't think that took place in the Americas.
Cursed Child.
I don't fucking remember.
I haven't seen Harry Potter in a minute.
Yeah, I'm not all the way caught up on any of that shit by any means. So I don't know. Where are you at on this then? What are your feelings, your thoughts, your opinions, your emotions, your deepest, darkest secrets?
Oh, in that case, I got nothing.
I wasn't really expecting anything.
My life is pretty interesting. I think it's like one of those things. To me, it's just a fairy tale, a story to some kids, scare them.
Do you think it actually has native roots?
I don't see why not.
Or is that just kind of like a made-up thing that was like added to the lore? It's like, well, how do you know about the Wampus Cat? Or when they made it up, it's like, oh yeah, it's some old Native American. Some Native American. Wow, apparently that drink hit me a little hard. Some Native American story told for thousands of years.
I think like the Native American story. I don't know of any Native American stories that like shamans to me don't use like magic per se in the Americas.
Placing a curse on something. I don't fucking know.
I don't know if that. I don't know.
Seems like overkill, but
yeah. I don't. I'm not too familiar with like Native American texts and stories and stuff. So I can't say that they don't use magic, but that just seems.
Also, I feel like people are just like, oh yeah, it's just some old Native American story, and you could just like totally pull it out of your ass, and nobody's going to be any wiser.
Nobody's going to ask questions.
2019.
You just include Sitting Bull, and people are like, oh, he knows what he's talking about. What about you? Where are you at?
Yeah, I think I'm on the exact same page. I believe that like if that man Willie, if he saw something when he was a kid, I believe he saw something. Like maybe it was like just a cat. You know what I mean? Like, sure, I don't believe that there is like a half cat, half woman out around, and I don't believe that what the Wampus Cat is what killed those pigs. All I'm saying about that, could there be I don't know, could there be a large cat out there? Sure, whatever. I don't think that that's unrealistic, but I don't think it is. I think that's more of just a kind of story kind of thing. I would be on the same page as you.
Yeah. Push it. I mean, I feel like the normal big cats, like even if they're rarely seen, could play into it being like a part of the story. Like there's big cats, so you see like maybe one person sees one every once in a while, and this is what they tell their kids to keep them from wandering out into the woods and getting eaten by a cat.
I've saw like 500-600 pounds, and I also saw like 800 pounds, I think, in one
like
spot
real large,
too.
like large bear size. There's silverback bears in fucking the Appalachians.
What?
Silverback bears.
I don't know, but the world's largest house cat was 48.5 inches long. Do you realize that is 4 feet, Connor?
Average what?
The world's largest house cat was 4 feet long.
What? That's quite large.
Yeah.
That's almost as tall as my wife. And that's without stretching, probably.
I think that's...
Like, they could stretch and be on my shoulders.
Oh, like if the cat stood up and was like stretching, yeah, that cat would for sure reach you.
How big is your dog?
Long? I don't know.
3.5, 4 feet. If a cat was that size,
Well, I mean, fucking, if Kevin stands up, if he's like scratching at you, I mean, he'll reach about halfway, and
Right.
I don't think he's 3, which means
No,
he's
he's
2
like
something.
2.5.
So twice that, yeah, dude, that cat fucking reach your face.
the fuck, I'll fuck you up.
Obviously, nobody's like actually weighing it, so they're just estimating based on size. Is there? I'm sure there's bears out there. Shows how little I know about native population. Bears in the Appalachian Trail. Black bears are the only bears found in the east. They are smaller and less aggressive than the grizzly bear, but can still be 400 to 500 pounds, allegedly.
Black bears.
So maybe a bear. I don't see confusing a bear and a cat. They seem very different to me.
Yeah. Yeah, I would agree. Unless you just don't really know what a bear or a cat looks like, I guess.
I've never seen an animal ever. I saw one of these. You mean a bear? No, it was definitely a cat. It was definitely a cat.
I've heard things about cats, and that was a cat.
They smell like wet dogs, right?
It was barking at me. It was 100% a cat.
All right. So if the Wampus Cat, never mind. Okay, fuck it. I mean, are we done? Is the Wampus Cat, is it 1v1 now? Is the Wampus Cat v thylacine? Thylacine. Wampus Cat and thylacine. Who do you think would win in this 1v1? Connor?
This one,
Cat versus a kangaroo dog.
I'm taking Wampus Beast, Wampus Cat,
The Catwoman, yes.
as a more regular sized mountain cat.
So, like, not an 800-pound.
Because I don't believe it's a story, but I do believe there's a large cat. There's large cats out there, and that's just what you call it, or like it's been called. Some story evolved out of this large cat that they saw.
I'm trying to find any information about how much. Oh, that's news. That's why it's not telling me how much a mountain lion weighs. Okay, adult male mountain lion can 120 to 220 pounds. So you're taking it as something closer to that size versus like
maybe like on the large
5
size
to 800 pounds. Okay,
200-pound cat. That's fucking huge,
I think
dude.
that's a lot bigger than the thylacine.
Right. I think it takes it. Either way, I think it takes it.
I think either way it would too.
I feel like thylacine is a little scrappy motherfucker though. Put up a fight.
Okay, for sure.
So we got to see what you folks think out there in the audience.
Yeah, head over to social media and let us know what you think on that. Connor will remember to post the polls this week.
That poll is what we posted. If you voted for this next segment 1v1 here, I appreciate you for getting those last minute votes.
Really last minute polls on this one, but so we posted the same thing last episode from the thylacine and the boohag, and here's what everybody thought on that.
Time for the 1v1 results.
All right, what do you got?
Okay, over on Facebook. Okay, keep in mind, this one is last minute.
We have what, like 4 hours to vote,
Yeah,
maybe?
Maybe 5 now. 2:30 to about 7. So over on Facebook, we had 43% vote for the thylacine.
Okay.
And that leaves 57 for the boohag. Instagram, 39% thylacine, 61% boohag.
Okay. How many overall people did we have vote?
27.
27? Sick.
So 27 in 4 hours.
27 of you are
Stoked about
fucking
it.
legends. Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Yeah, so thylacine.
The rest of you, sorry. Next
rest of
week,
you.
these ones will be posted on time.
And they're still up. So if you want to go vote,
You still can go vote.
Go for
That's
it.
fine.
at least on Facebook. Facebook will be the only one you can vote on.
Whatever.
Backtrack.
Speaking of voting, let's head back over and hit that Instagram poll.
Instagram poll, yeah.
So what was the question exactly again?
If you could, would you transform into an animal?
Did anybody vote?
We had 8 voters.
Hell yeah. Thanks, guys.
So 6 of them voted yes. So there.
Did anybody comment and let us know what animal it would be?
I did not have any comments. Brandy did bring something up and I want to read though.
Oh, okay.
She did comment, but she not what she
Not
thought.
what I had asked. Yeah.
Yes. She said she has 2 comments, I guess, here.
Okay.
First one, do you get to pick which animal? Is it a painless process? We didn't think about that.
I mentioned that.
Did
'cause
you?
I said I feel like it would be painful.
Oh, okay.
And I
okay.
don't like the idea of transforming my situation into a cloaca.
Do you still? Can you change back? Yes. Do you still have the same intelligence, or does it change to that of an animal?
I guess in my mind, I had assumed that
Conscious.
yeah, you would consciously be able to like, you would
Still your
still be
brain.
yourself,
Yeah.
just in the body of an animal.
You gotta learn how to fly. That's not like a learned skill, like or like a born skill. You just have to learn how to fly.
just flap.
All right, dude. All right. I mean,
I think
it's a little
landing
bit
is
more
maybe the hard part.
complicated. Fuck. How do we slow this down? I've been flapping.
Just land in the water every time.
Fuck.
Just tuck
I
in
don't
the
know how
water.
to swim. Second question from Brandy. Is it at will, or is it like a full moon werewolf scenario?
I mean, the ideal situation is you can transform painlessly from one into another, back
On
and forth
command.
at will.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the ideal situation. So I guess we'll go with that. Yeah.
Our next question. Just
You got
thinking.
another one on
She's
here.
thinking.
Okay.
That was just part of the first one.
Oh, okay.
So, can you talk? Are you able to speak?
I would say no.
That just the
On
thought of
that
animals
one.
talking creeps me out.
I will allow your mind to be the same, but I think
You're stuck with the.
the
vocal
anatomy
cords.
of the animal would have to be in such a way that would allow you to speak, and I don't think you'd be able to just like jump into something and just like,
be a bird that can talk.
because you have to learn how to talk.
Yeah.
Like babies can't talk because they can't say words. So if you're in some, you know what I mean? Like
You gotta
I don't
learn how to
know.
fly. You gotta learn how to talk.
I want to say no, you can't talk.
Sorry. Also, does your mass change, or do you become a 150-pound rat?
Oh God.
That's a physics question. We're not cut out for that kind of question.
Well, hang on. Back to, oh, shit, I had something. What was the question before?
Can you talk?
So okay. So if you changed into a dog, I think
Wolf.
barking would be sure, whatever. I think barking would be pretty
Just
instinctual.
translated?
Jesus Christ. What? No, I think just being able to bark would be easy, yes.
I can do it now, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think barking, if you transformed into a dog, I don't think making a barking sound would be hard.
Wolf, wolf.
But you know how like when you have like videos of like a husky and it sounds like it's saying I love you kind of thing, like could you like sort of like try to talk like a
I could
dog?
do that.
Like
I could also do that, dude.
I would allow that. Oh Christ.
It'd be really like most of it would be really hard to understand. But
So, okay, so like a Scooby-Doo
For the-
situation.
for the like regular crazy cat lady or dog lady sitting there,
Raggy.
zoinks, Relma. Yeah,
You do, but you have a lisp.
you have a speech impediment. Just comes with the territory.
Okay. The next question was what again? Sorry.
Does your mass change?
I would say yeah, because like my whole thing was like I wanted to change the form into a bird to fly, and so like in order to do that,
It'd be a very
I would
large
have to.
bird.
Yeah, you know what I mean. I'd have to be a real big bird, and we're already excusing a couple of things here. I don't think like again like if I turned into an owl or something, I don't think I would be able to just like hello. I could say who, but that's about the only thing I could say.
You're limited by your vessel.
In that capacity, yes.
Okay,
That would
I like
be
it. I agree.
my thought on that. But I don't think any of this actually matters.
What if you transform into a pig and you get slaughtered by that guy and then put on the internet?
I mean, just change back from being a pig before you get killed by the guy.
Oh fuck! This is getting serious. Mode of pig. Yeah. Anyway, so many questions. Brandy's been watching way too many movies. Just two more.
Oh my god!
If
All
she-
right, let's go.
If she doesn't, this is half the episode right here.
Appreciate the content.
Yeah, thank you, Brandy. Are there others like you, or are you the only one?
Holy shit! I don't.
I like the idea of there's others like you. You just don't know about them because
Yeah, I
everybody
assume
tries
that
to
that's
hide
where
it
you'd
so
be
best.
at this point. Like, if you could, I would assume that somebody else somewhere would be able to.
Well, I can fly.
God, would that make you like treat every animal so much differently?
That they might be a human being.
Yeah.
I think you treat all humans like they're animals.
What? No, I mean, like, I would. I don't know. I guess I'm super. If I'm at a party, I'm the guy in the corner with whoever has like whatever pet they have at the house. You know what I mean? If they have a cat, I'm the dude hanging
Dog.
out in the corner with the cat.
Yeah, I'd rather hang out with cats than I don't like cats that much.
All right, you said there's two more questions. What's the other one?
Is it a passed down trait or like a magic thing?
Passed down being like genetic?
Yeah. Probably.
Oh, God.
Got it from my great grandma.
Boy, we're like writing a story at this point.
Yeah.
The
This
amount
is
of
a movie
questions.
at the end of
yeah,
this.
like
Brandy,
animated series.
I would like to see a video of this in the next few months. I will star as myself. Is it a magic? I think it has to be a magic thing.
If it's a magic thing, but then you could be the only one. If it's genetic, then you wouldn't be. But it seems like the kind of thing that is that the kind of thing that's like dying out.
Like
there's fewer people, or is it the kind of thing that like you could like repopulate the world as Transformers,
robots in disguise?
I don't know. What do you think about that one? I'm having a hard time with that one.
I think it's just a magic thing.
Okay.
I mean, if you're gonna, if it's not gonna hurt you, I feel like it has to be a magic.
If it's
thing.
gonna be a seamless thing, you can go back and forth.
It's not like you're growing into a fucking.
Okay, yeah. If your mass changes, it's not genetic. If your mass changes, it has to be magic. I would agree with that.
Thank you. Okay. Thank you for voting. Thank you for
Those
the
are some
questions.
fucking questions.
Yeah, you really
Thanks for the content,
put us on
Brandy.
the spot there. Appreciate it. Read the Animorphs series by K.A. Applegate. I think that's his name. It's Scholastics. I don't know.
It's definitely.
Anyway,
It's definitely Applegate. I don't know what the initials are.
K.A. So, says it on the book cover.
Ka.
Applegate.
Sick. All right. Well, I suppose that's it for this one. Head over to social media for voting
Discord.
on polls. Get over to the Discord.
Have a good
Links
time.
for that stuff is on countingcryptids.com or gobblesquatch.com.
Follow.
Any links
Rate,
for anything that we talked
write,
about in the
review.
episode as well are going to be on countingcryptids.com.
Finish.
I think somehow we were. Oh, you said something about Irish at one point because we were going to try and make that really, really tenuous stretch to being St. Patrick's Day soon. It's almost St. Patrick's Day, but we didn't do leprechauns. So,
Rip.
thanks for checking out this week's episode.
If you want to get your 2 cents in, answer this week's polls on social media.
You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, as well as Discord.
Links for social media, as well as everything else we talked about on the show, are available at gobblesquatch.com.
If you have any questions, concerns, suggestions, or you just want to chat, you can email us at countingcryptids@hotmail.com.
And don't forget to subscribe, rate, and tell your friends.
I've been Jacob,
I've been Jacob.
and we'll see you in a couple of weeks for another fascinating installment of Counting Cryptids.